Hello students, greetings of the day. In the today's session, we are going to discuss a topic named requirement validation. In this unit number 2, we have discussed many points which are or many topics which are related with the software requirement engineering or software requirement gathering. Whenever we are going to have such a kind of requirement gathered, it is very important that those requirements should be validated. So in today's session, we are just going to discuss that how we are going to validate or how this requirement validation can be done. So in today's topic, we are just going to discuss the requirement validation. We all know that once the requirement model for any software is going to be built, it is going to be checked for its inconsistencies and the ambiguities, right? Once we have checked for these inconsistencies and ambiguities, if there are if there is no any kind of ambiguity or we don't have any kind of inconsistency in that requirement model, then we are going to optimize those requirements. As a second step of our requirement validation, what we are going to do, we are going to go for the requirements optimizations, right? So during the review of such a kind of requirements model, we may arise or we may have different kind of questions, different types of questions may arises. We are going to discuss those questions. So what are those questions? The first question that we can have at the time of requirement validation or at the time of build of requirement model, the first question that may arise is, are all the requirements are consistent? Whether those requirements are consistent or these requirements are going to be changed or these requirements may change in our future build, that we are going to this kind of question may arise in our requirement validation phase. So are all the requirements are consistent is very important, because if the requirement is consistent, then there is a point in building that software. If these requirements are going to change time to time, then it is a waste of time only. We cannot develop a build or a software when the requirements are changing very frequently. The next question that arises is whether requirements followed proper level of abstraction. Whenever we are going to have these requirements with us, to optimize those requirements, it is very important that every requirement should have the proper level of abstraction, that every requirement should be implemented or that every requirement should be there at its appropriate level, should be implemented. That requirement should be implemented at appropriate level of abstraction. Then next question that may arise is the requirement really necessary, whether that requirement is necessary or it is an unnecessary requirement. Depending on that, we are going to have the requirement validation for our requirement model. Generally, in our software requirement model, we are only going to have all the necessary requirements. Obviously, we are going to skip the unnecessary requirements with the help of this requirement validation. The next question that may arise is, are there any requirements which conflict with the another one? There should not be any kind of requirements which should or which will conflicts with each other. We just have to remove such a conflicts and we just have to implement only one requirement among those both the requirements. So if there are more than two or more than one requirements which is going to be conflict with each other, at that time we just have to implement one of them. The next that we are having is is each requirement is testable once implemented. We are going to check whether the requirements are testable or not. If every requirement should be testable, okay. Then next that we can have, the next question that we can have is, does the requirement model properly reflects the information, then function, behavior of the system to be built. The every requirements that we are going to gather should have some kind of meaning, some kind of information should be reflected with the help of that requirement. There are some requirements that can be deployed, or that can be deployed as a function or as an behavior, but there are some requirements which are non-functional requirements, but with the help of such a requirements also, the some kind of behavioral or some kind of information can be reflected with the help of system which is to be built. And the last question that may arise is, does the requirement model use the requirement pattern to simplify the model? We are having different types of requirements pattern, and with the help of those requirement patterns we can use the different types of requirement models. So is your software that you are going to build is going to use such a kind of requirement pattern to simplify such a kind of requirement models that we are going to discuss, or that we are going to mention with the help of this requirement validation. So all these questions can be considered to have the requirement validation in our software development life cycle. So these are the questions which are answered to make sure that the requirement model is as per the customer's exact need. So with the help of such a kind of questionnaire, it is ensured that the customer's exact needs or the customer's exact expectations are going to be met with the help of our software that is to be built. So this is all about our requirement validation. So it is the very important part in our software development life cycle. So requirement should be validated, and with the help of this requirement that you have validated, we are going to build a software. So this is all about our today's topic. In next lecture we will discuss the next topic. Thank you very much.